Even not to try láti like wá sí lọ sí level àwọn Beyonce and Jill Scott in their Rikim not get record deal. And the same thing to always come across all the time. To always be along me, how bad do you want it?
Mo kí ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa Gbalẹ̀tù ẹ ṣé tí ẹ tún bá wa bọ̀. Mo ní àlejò lénìí ní orí ètò. Àlejò tí mo ní obìnrin ni wọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn ará òkè òkun. Ọ̀dọ̀ wa ń bí iyì pọ̀ àmọ́ bá ṣe ń gbéra wa lárugẹ àǹtí, mọ́mì, bọ̀dá, dádì àpọ́nlé ó wà ṣùgbọ́n fún àwọn tí wọ́n jẹ́ ará òkè òkun orúkọ òní tó máa ti pera wọn lórúkọ bye bye kálukú ti lọ torí náà mi ní pé àlejò mi ní mọ́mì mi ní pé wọ́n ní àǹtí màá pé wọ́n ní Janelia wọ́n wá sọ title tí wọ́n á fẹ́ kí n máa pe àwọn ṣùgbọ́n orúkọ àlejò mi lénìí Janelia.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kí lẹ fẹ́ kí n fi kún torí pé ọmọ Ìbàdàn lẹ́yìn náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé àǹtí Janelia ni?
Actually orúkọ mi tí mo fi máa ń ṣeré tí mo fi máa ń perform
ní Janelia.
Janeliasoul.
Janeliasoul.
Janeliasoul bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Okay.
So ẹ lè refer me as Janeliasoul.
Okay, yẹn ò ní di àǹtí àbí.
No, kò ní di àǹtí.
Tí máa fẹ́ fi àǹtí sórúkọ yín kọ́.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll take it.
So orúkọ wo ni?
Full name me is Janelia Adeyinka McNair Sanya.
Janelia
Adeyinka McNair.
McNair.
McNair. McNair.
Oh,
McNair. McNair with an R.
Mi lè pè dáadáa bí ti McNair Sanya. Mo mọ Sanya pè. Mo dẹ̀ mọ Adeyinka pè. All right.
Yeah.
Mo gbé yín wá sí orí ètò ilé ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ètò Yorùbá ni. Mo máa ń fi àyè lẹ̀ fún àwọn tó bá fẹ́ sọ èdè òyìnbó ṣùgbọ́n mi ò ní fún ẹ̀yin ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ yẹn ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan ẹ lè máa fi sí ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan bí a tẹ bá wá ọ̀rọ̀
tí bá rí ìtumọ̀ ẹ̀
tẹ bá ń wá ọ̀rọ̀ ní èdè Yorùbá tẹ bá rí ẹ lè fi èdè òyìnbó kẹfì ṣọ̀kẹ̀
ó ti yé mi.
Ọmọ ìlú wo ni gangan?
Question yẹn máa always le fún mi láti down because as you said earlier àwọn ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni mo dàgbà sí and ìgbà tí
Ìbàdàn náà bí yín sí?
No, Ìbàdàn kan náà bí mi sí Houston, Texas.
Okay.
But ìgbà tí when I found myself in the world Ìbàdàn ni mo wà Ìbàdàn ni gbogbo ni mo gbọ́n sí. However my father is American ètò máa ń pè ní African American. Then mommy mi ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú ni wọ́n. So tó má bèèrè lọ́wọ́ mi pé ọmọ Olúbo ni mí mo máa wò sọ pé African American ìyẹn tó bá bèèrè lọ́wọ́ mi tó bá wà l'America because ó kàn ṣá máa easier kí n má go into stories because I carry both heritage dáàdi mi àti mọ́mí mi because African American really mean náà nìyẹn. But tó bá bèèrè lọ́wọ́ mi of course bá wà Nigeria máa sọ pé ọmọ Ìbàdàn ni mí so it's always a challenge to answer that question.
Ẹ ṣe pick Ìjẹ̀bú.
Mi ò ní any connection pẹ̀lú Ìjẹ̀bú. I don't even mi ò rò pé mo ti. My mom is Ìjẹ̀bú but mi ò dé bẹ̀rẹ̀ rí Ìjẹ̀búgbó. Yeah.
Nítòsí bí ni kò jìnnà.
Kò jìnnà àbí.
Ẹ mọ̀ Haruna Ìṣọ̀lá. Bàbá ní àgbà.
Yes, I think.
Ẹ kọrin Haruna Ìṣọ̀lá kan tẹ́ bá. Oníṣẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀lẹ máa sùn ṣe bí ọba.
Oníṣẹ́
yes na. Oníṣẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ọ̀lẹ máa sùn ṣe bí ọba. Àwọn ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú tó gba yìí nìyẹn. Ẹ ló ní promoter kan náà tó jẹ́ Ọlákazim. Wọ́n ti sùn nínú Olúwa nísìn. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú náà. So àwọn Kingsmen ní.
Àwọn lè ń dárúkọ yẹn. Wow.
All right.
Thank you for the.
Ìbàdàn fún yín kí ni memory Ìbàdàn tẹ́ ní?
My earliest memory, very first memory was Anfani off of Ring Road. Mo lọ sí St. William's Primary and Secondary School, Lokeado. And then from there mo lọ sí St. Teresa's STC. Then nígbà tí mo wá parí ní STC, mo wá kọjá sí US because àwọn parents mi wọ́n ní àdéhùn pé gbogbo wa mẹ́rin ni wá pé tá bá ti parí secondary education wa that she mark by the US, because daddy me, even though American, he won't really like Nigerian culture, won't really like Yoruba culture, so he wanted us to have that Yoruba foundation, US, which is what I did.
Okay.
So but in Mupari 18, I think I was 18, Musheshawa lost US, Maloshe University me long.
So I mean pé láti mi mo age tán gbé yín dé o. Yeah.
2, I was 2. Omodumeji.
For 2 to 18 for
16
years.
Yes.
Ó yẹ kẹ́ lè máa pòwe.
Mo gbọ́wé díẹ̀.
Ilé là wò.
That's also Kato someone lórúkọ. I knew it sounded familiar, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So, my padà sórí question here.
Okay.
Kí ni fondest memories Ibadan growing up?
You know, my truly fondest memories is in music. Mo rántí pé mo wà ní cultural dance group, both in St. William's àti St. Teresa, Samanjojo ìbílẹ̀.
Ṣé àwọn tí àwọn orin tẹ máa ń kọ ńgbà yẹn?
Akiwe o yonke, akiwe o yonke, akonile yonke, akalejo yonke, stuff like that.
Okay.
So mo feel pé like my love for music, ìfẹ́ tí mo ní fún orin kíkọ, ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ìgbà tí mo wà ní kékeré tí mo join àwọn groups yẹn. Then ìgbà tí mo lọ sí church náà, mo join choir. So mo learn láti máa kọrin náà ní choir. So all of my memories of childhood in Nigeria and Ibadan is always surrounded around music. Kí máa kọrin, kí máa jó, kí máa ṣeré, ká máa lùlù, ká máa ṣe theatre. And daddy me not went to theatre and music. So all of that is mo feel the foundation me actually as an artist. So I have nothing but fun memories.
Ṣé àwọn wọ́n gbé Nigeria rí ni?
Àwọn gbé Nigeria. As a matter of fact, èmi nìkan náà bí sí ọ̀hún. Àwọn àbúrò mi mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta tó kù. My 2 siblings so telling me if you're not being one see the last born will not be Sibadon.
Kí ni orúkọ wọn?
It telling me Gogon Femi.
Your dad.
My dad, James McNair.
Okay.
He was a filmmaker. Ngba she one shows from BCO by TSOS.
Okay.
The man show on films from TSOS, BCOS. Man she anybody run to the executives. Àwọn
lára àwọn tó ń wò àwọn rántí dáadáa.
Ó máa rántí àwọn at least àwọn older àwọn àgbààgbà ó máa rántí. Then ó máa ń ṣe àwọn horror movies.
Okay.
He was very known for his horror movies.
Producer and be director.
Both he was very both àti producer àti director àti writer gbogbo ẹ̀ náà ń ṣe. Mọ́mí náà máa help wọn gbà yẹn náà. So, and that's how come I was exposed to all of that too. And it was all of that happened right here in Ibadan.
In Ibadan.
Yeah.
Now, ṣé any exposure kankan through daddy yín sí nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe as at that time? Maybe you were a child actor or something.
Yeah, I was acting because wọ́n máa ń ṣe puppet show náà gbà kan máa ń ṣe mo rántí pé àwọn NTA wọ́n order a puppet show series from my dad. I think it was like 12 episodes. It was like the Niger version of Sesame Street, something like that. So so I used to act in puppet shows. Yeah. Then wọ́n máa ń ṣe àwọn sporadic movies. Like there was one movie kan tó ń ṣe Reflection of Silver Christmas. I played in that. So yeah, mama feature now shows even shows the executives here. There was this character, I think Mr. Anthony, and I used to play this one of his daughters named Bimbo. Okay. So mo feature now shows every now and then.
Ṣé rántí àwọn Nigerians kankan tó ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú bàbá
mi ò rántí, but mo rántí this director named Laolu Guniyi.
Uncle Laolu.
Yeah, I remember because I remember he partnered with Dad on some projects.
Okay.
But yeah, but Murata Malo CBCOS go along by checking back.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
All right. So, nígbà tẹ́ dé America padà at 18, kí ló strange?
Everything was strange because.
Funny.
But man grew up ní mi báyìí. My mom always pè mí ní Americana no man pè mí. So me no ma always say, "Oh, I'm from Houston, Texas." All the time I was growing up, me ever sorry pon Ibadan ni mi o, because my dad is American. Oh, my mom always me she pe American and me orúkọ mi náà is Janelia. So I always said, "Oh, I'm American I'm from Houston, Texas," because Benin bí mi sí. But mo wá dé US, mo wá ní rude awakening because I had this thick Ibadan accent.
Okay.
I had no American accent because Ibadan, of course, I'm Ibadan now, so me only American accent kankan. So one sorrow, like, I want some water. I just came from Nigeria yesterday. They were like, what are you saying? Like, where are you from? And I was, where are you from? I'm from Houston, Texas. She was like, you're from Houston, Texas? And you talk like that? I'm like, ah. So I had a rude awakening because the Mima identifier, I mean, when I was younger as an American, but I don't relate very quickly. It won't shara wow. I'm African now because I had an accent. Even culturally, I was different. Our morals, everything was different. So I feel like I had to now relearn American culture. Mulati learn what she man sorrow, what she man shin, what she man relate. And it was like a learning experience for me to learn to be American. But naturally, I was a Nigerian, I was an Ibadan girl. And I didn't even realize it until I got to the US. And they reminded me, or they told me that you're not one of us. You're an African. It was funny because even our family daddy me, these are my family. African bush boogie, African booty scratcher. Yeah, African booty scratcher, you from Africa. And it's funny because someone saw it's like I won't expect it for it to be an insult. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm African, so so what's your point? So all of that, I had to adjust around me to all of that to learn how they are, how they think. And eventually I learned.
Now, me, America, obviously, in Koyato Sibo Sherimbi, the amenities and the way of life.
Yes.
Compare méjèèjì báwo ló ṣe rọrùn fún yín láti èwo lẹ adjust sí èwo lẹ miss.
Let's see. America was convenient in terms of day-to-day convenience, infrastructure, resources, even opportunities. Like they say, America is the land of opportunities. Like think about graduates and saying, if you're hardworking, within like the back graduate, if as a matter of fact, so think about graduates, 4th year in college, in university, what Mary offers of our communities of higher. So at share or so economically, America, of course, we all know this. America are more advanced. Infrastructures were amazing, resources amazing. However, culturally, in my opinion, I feel like it's deficit. There's a huge deficit in culture. For instance, like ni le Yoruba, tabaji laro, aki awon obi wa respectfully e kaaro ma e kaaro sa. Awon obi wa li fún wa ní instructions, ṣe báyìí. Rest assured that nǹkan tó sọ fún wa it will get done. We are going to do it because why abo fáwọn àwọn obi wa. Even táwọn obi wa náà bá dàgbà, ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn ní social security mi by láwọn ìjọba tó ń tọ́jú wa. They can rely on us. So all those things I think are priceless, which necessarily ní àwọn culture yẹn àwọn pa ń bọ̀wọ̀ fún elders, pa ní respect for elders. Kò sí long. You see an American child like tọ́mọ ẹ̀ bá tí àbá bọ́mọ wí jù tó bá bá wí jù ó lè pọlọ́pàá sí. So I feel like America was deficit culturally, which is one of the reasons why no matter how much tẹ́rọ ìtàbá kúrò nílé ọkàn wa ó máa always fà padà wá sí Nigeria pé ká maintain connection yẹn. It's like we go out of our way láti really install that culture in our children because it's very golden. We might not always appreciate it, even though yes, àwọn aspects kan wà nínú culture wa tí pé is not the best, but for the most part mo feel pé culture tani is very rich. And it's so rich, like Yoruba culture, Timon Sonsin, for example. For any idea how rich it is, how powerful it is. I will even say rich and powerful. Because if you go to different parts of South America, like Brazil, Cuba, Trinidad and Tobago, Eshimari Yorubas nibe. Because why? I won't need that mentality. I have to preserve this thing that is so golden. So fast forward to 2,000 years later, or let's say 400 years later after slave trade, and you still have people touching Manso Yoruba, touching meant Yoruba culture because Yoruba culture why you all rich go. So that culture is something that I really appreciate. Which is missing in American culture, American society.
All right, but obviously, the one I choose now, you always choose America over Africa.
Not really, oh. No, I want to fetch Jack, but I was in Nigeria.
Mo ti gbọ́ pé ti Jawari ngba kan.
Jawari, oh.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ngba yẹn? Yeah,
2014, exactly 10 years. Well, we left 2014. I went in 2013. Asakpada.
Kí ni plan in 2013? Kí lẹ rò lọ́kàn?
Nígbà tá wá sí Nigeria.
Nígbà tẹ́ fẹ́ wá ní kẹ́tì. Kí lẹ kọ́kọ́ rò?
Actually, ṣe mọ̀ pé artist ni mí. So the idea was to come and buy
Were you a full-time artist then?
No, I still had my 9 to 5. Actually, I had a really good job.
Kí ni iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ṣe?
Which I still.
Ṣé kí mi ò máa ń sọ èdè òyìnbó?
Yes, ẹ má bínú mọ́. You have to remember. Ìgbà yẹn mo ń ṣiṣẹ́ nǹkan tó ń pè ní business analyst.
Okay.
And I still do actually. Nísìnyí senior business analyst ni mí. So it basically is tech, iṣẹ́ àwọn technology ni mo ń ṣe nígbà yẹn. Mo ń ṣe full time, but mo máa ń kọrin náà. Mo máa ń kọrin náà àwọn festivals, concert series, because I need band.
Okay.
So àwọn èèyàn ṣáà máa advice mi ṣá pé kí ká wá try Nigeria pé nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ní US ó dá pé à ń ṣe ní ìlú òkè ìlú America ó pé but ká wá try ká wá wò bóyá lè break through ní Nigeria. So wọn èèyàn máa ń sọ kíní yẹn fún wa gan, especially because irun orin tí máa ń ṣe ń gbà yẹn ó wà very Afrocentric. Ó wà long, yeah. Gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ mi ń ṣe R&B, wọ́n ṣe soul, wọ́n ṣe jazz.
So orin àbí?
Orin, yeah, music tí mo ń ṣe.
Okay.
But I've always mix Yoruba or native, music. Anything traditional. I always mix it sínú music me. So they saw it as an Afrocentric music. One people can try Nigeria. So I decided after much convincing, after ton convince her, I decide as a family me atoko me ajuko asoro. I might invest in Nigeria. I need Lembadon. I decide okay, I need Lembadon. You know, I need resources. Láti jẹ́ kó láti múṣẹ́ to come down here láti wá pursue music. So I decide pé I ma move down. I ká ọmọ wa méjèèjì, we have 2 sons, Fífolúwa àti Ayọ̀. A kó wọn wá sí Nigeria láti wá pursue.
Ẹ̀dẹ̀ sọ fún America pé àwa ń lọ lẹ́yìn tí wá.
Yeah, actually we thought àrò nínú ọkàn wa pé àti transition wá sí Nigeria.
Finally,
the plan was that bí once in a year lè máa lọ holiday lọ́hùn. Kama ọmọ lọ máa lọ holiday bí for like a month, but idea táwa ní mind wa àwa rò pé àwa ti padà wá sí Nigeria.
Okay.
Gbàtí kò gbẹ́bùn gan ọkọ mi kọ́ studio, build very nice studio ní Olúyọ̀lé. And so I need source of income. Also, because one advice wa pé tó bá wá sí Nigeria, I need source of income mu so that you at least máa rí owó tẹ́ fi máa run. I need my ship gbogbo àwọn gadget ọkọ mi, àwọn equipment ọkọ mi, like a trailer worth of equipment. I ship van, I ship truck, SUV. A house àparí ẹ̀, àfàwọn ọmọ sí school, I need income. So we're like close to Katan wa. So I dey move wa. Gbà yẹn mo lórin kan tẹ́ pé ó ti fẹ́ máa trend díẹ̀díẹ̀ because I really pump owó láti push orin yẹn gbà yẹn. So we came here láti wá di àwọn ará Naija, but then fate àti Nigeria had other plans.
Nigeria happened to you.
Nigeria happened to me.
Share your experience.
I don't even know where to start. Gosh. Nígbà tí mi land in Nigeria, there was in 2 phases. Àkọ́kọ́ wá kí gbogbo wa wá as a family. But mom mi ṣe 60th birthday wọn. I was as a family to come and settle in my family, almost school and everything. So I agree pé because èmi ò tí turn resignation because I transition ni. I call it the day jump and láti ṣe díẹ̀ ká wo bó ṣe máa lọ. So gbà tí àwa wá tí a rójú lẹ̀ àgbà yẹn náà orin mi ti ń trend wọ́n ti ń play lórí radio a ṣe ń promo ọkọ mi and I wá decide pé okay, you know what, since pé a ti rójú lẹ̀ pé ó dà pé Nigeria yìí máa wà okay fún wa. Àgbà yẹn náà ó ti erect studio ẹ̀, owó tí ń wọlé, ó ti ń make owó ní studio, àwọn èèyàn tí ń book session. àwa decide pé kémi kúkú padà lọ kí wá lọ resign kí lọ turn resignation mi. So láàrin 6 months yẹn náà ọkọ mi àti mọ́mì mi wọ́n ṣe promo, wọ́n ṣe everything, wọ́n ṣe promote orin yẹn, wọ́n ṣe whatever, all the best that they can do láti fi make sure orin yẹn wọ́n get the airplay, radio airplay àti TV station play, also make sure pé wà lórí press like regular Nigeria promo. So but mo wá turn resignation mi, so mo feel okay, I'm ready to now come back now. Àwa kúkú wá face music in full time. So at that point in time, I put together a band. which was Janeliasoul band. So I want to like shows around Lagos. Even though Ibadan Lawa, we were always like traveling back and forth to Lagos and everything. So the some of my experience, you asked me a question when they fell down. The sum of my experience is that Nigerian music industry, unfortunately, one man fair ma saw one female artist. It's like confess saw one their show. It's like talent kodato ipo morinko. And I'm actually not just a singer. Like me, man credits in Nigeria. Me to were kind of out of the loop. But America, autoni talent to kiko, you get paid as a performer. Autoni talent is songwriter. And as a matter of fact, I'm a songwriter. No man make even more money to performance because you get your songwriter credits. So, and I bring both of that to the table because a lot of artists out there, one man calling but one motion composer, but me a composer, I'm a writer, I'm a singer. And after all of that, then mind you, but I'm promoting me. I promote for Sexy Nana. I spend the whole lot to promote on you like $20,000. Last spend that if you promote on you. But I watch gbogbo wala yẹn tán ta promote orin, a ṣe promo, a lọ sí radio, a lọ sí TV, a ṣe article, a ṣe form band, a tún promote pẹ̀lú live shows. At the end of all of that, tí mo ṣe gbogbo wala yẹn tán ta ná gbogbo owó tán, wọ́n ti wá fẹ́ sọ mí di aṣẹ́wó, the Aristo's girl, and I'm like, hell no.
Àwọn brands there.
No, nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé jẹ́ kí n fún ní one. There were so many stories. Okay. I can give you. I can give you 3 stories.
Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ share stories.
Okay, the first story
because
was
I want you. Mo fẹ́ key story yìí
kó. Mi ò ní name. Mo kò lè sọ pé TV station mo ní name TV station.
Okay. But mo fẹ́ key story yìí kó inspire. Àwọn female child artist. Or other obìnrin mi.
Yeah.
Tí wọ́n kọ orin.
Don't worry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The first story was Timaso Ninipa Oro. There's this music video station. All they play mostly music videos. They play mostly music videos. And when they are suffering all the time, you know, if you blow for Nigeria without this station, it's possible. But to ba trend, to ba fierce rotation, like constant rotation Yoruba.
Commercial play.
Yeah, time my first constant rotation lórí station yìí ó lè blow Niger. So we need the station yìí láti blow Niger. And I'm out here Kenny over and over again. So at this point in time, I'm play on me like we are once a day. We are a conlogement I'm play. So manager me at the time when he pay Ochije Kalori, I shall get number CEO. Kani mo ti mo abati ma sheyin ato. I shall get number CEO. Pé check Kalorba CEO. Radio station TV station it turns out you need láti blow in Nigeria jẹ́ ká lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀ bí ata bá lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀ it don't play orin once a day ìgbà mi gan some days wọ́n tẹni play rárá pé jẹ́ ká lọ bá sọ̀rọ̀ bóyá ó lè máa fẹ́ sí more rotation bóyá tó bá tiẹ̀ put a face to the name bóyá tó bá meet tó bá rí ẹ pé okay artist délé yìí o she's doing good blah 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 ó wà Nigeria ní bam blah 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 bóyá wọ́n á ní mercy on you láti máa play orin ẹ more often. So lo and behold, I dey get audience pẹ̀lú man who is a CEO ló ní station yẹn. Èmi àti manager mi àṣà lọ jókòó, àṣà bá sọ̀rọ̀, a fún wọn lówó, àṣà sọ̀rọ̀ nípa everything.
Ṣé wọ́n ló demand owó yẹn?
Later, that came later. Because actually kì í ṣe pé really go lọ, ó ní ká settle àwọn boys tó wà ní engineering room. And ayabe because ó gbọ́n wa lọ síbẹ̀ so ayabe mommy bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn manager mi bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ àṣà wọ́n ṣá make payment ṣá someone ṣá make connection pé this is the artist to take a little something drop the man I drop something for one and all of that so ní mi dẹ̀ ti dùn pé àti mi ti ọ̀gá TV station àti mi tàwọn guys tó wà ní engineering room all that remains now and he come out play only me Sexy Nana like 4 or 5 times a day blah 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 so but what I did like 2 days later cran be phone me sharing in because him at CEO exchange numbers just out of courtesy or whatever but the exchange numbers o wa ni pé okay o pé òun like music o kọ́kọ́ compliment me about on the music I was like oh thank you but compliment yẹn shift sí or fine girl this fine girl that you're so beautiful blah 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 okay on fair
kò parọ́ tó bá jẹ́ yẹn
kò parọ́ thank God thank God then why you order sọ fún mi pé òun fẹ́ kí n wá rohun lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ mind you, because I come, you know, but I was actually 4 of us, me, my husband, my mother, my manager. So, mo loko, then pe òun fẹ́ kí wá rò leko. Pé kí wá rò mo ní pé well, mi ò lè worry because mo try láti wá evasive pé mi ò ní mọ́tò, I don't have a transportation. My husband, we share one car, it's not around right now, so I don't have a way to get there, blah blah blah. Anyway, my send driver wá bá mi pé kí má worry. Pé my send driver pé kí n plan láti stay for the whole weekend or whatever. So by us that in chats back and forth sha lọ́rọ̀ kan sha ó ṣá fẹ́ kí n wá ṣe kí náà pè sí káwá sùn kí n wá bá sùn whatever, and I'm like no, I'm not going to do that. Tó bá yé pé yẹn wá ní wọ́n fún wa ní fi play music me, I'm not going to do that. And lo and behold, ṣeré wọ́n ṣe dẹ̀ tán bá mi play yẹn ṣe ló yẹ kí n faramọ́ because bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn wọ́n play music mọ́ lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn they don't play once a day. That song was Sexy Nana. They stopped playing that song like almost immediately. Timi Odalo, because yes, wọ́n play music yẹn mọ́. They can tell us for you how bad it was. Like about 3 months later, after this whole scenario, Mora released another song called Bakasi. 6 months, okay, like 6 months later, Mora released another song called Bakasi. Ìgbà tí mo release orin yẹn, manager tí mo ní another manager at this point in time. Wọ́n ní pé kí n má worry, iko mọ àwọn guys tó wà ní engineering room ní station.
That
same station. Pé kí n má worry. Because mo sọ fún nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nípa CEO yẹn tó fẹ́ fẹ́ kí wọ́n bá wọn spend weekend ní Lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. Wọ́n ní kí n má worry pé òun mọ àwọn guys tó wà ní control room pé kò máa lọ fún wọn ní music mi pé àkọ́ máa fún wọn ní something náà ni pé wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa play ẹ̀. Ẹ lè believe pé gbà tá a dé bẹ́ẹ̀. These people had my name, Janelia. To want to need standing order. When you want to play it, this is a different song. Go like 6 months later. When I want to play it, when you because Oga want to suffer one way, tell me about it ever wasibe or tell me about ever morning wasibe. Come ever play it, and they never played that song. They never played that song.
Does that mean that key won't only allow? Bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ kí n ronú kí n tó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ìkàlẹ̀.
Okay.
Ṣó túmọ̀ sí pé tó bá ní obìnrin tí wọ́n ń play orin ẹ̀ lórí rédíò ó ti sacrifice nǹkankan?
Absolutely, positively, yes. Either you do it with your manager, either kò ṣe pẹ̀lú manager ẹ̀ àbí kò ṣe pẹ̀lú CEO. I mean pé scenario tèmi everybody need different stories. Èmi unfortunately èmi feel pé tí bá ti meet CEO pé ó máa open door fẹ́ mi. Èmi pé mi go through CEO ni. So CEO yẹn ló serve as my gatekeeper into the music industry at that point in time. Òun ló serve as the gatekeeper for me. So òun ló fẹ́ kí n wá ṣe nǹkan tí kò yẹ kí n ṣe. There are some scenarios tó jẹ́ pé ló jẹ́ pé bóyá some company kan tó fẹ́ fún your endorsement. I want to serve as gatekeeper. One thing about the music industry, which emi go more, even in America, most sure PDD, there's always a gatekeeper. There's always something you have to sacrifice. If you know to try to get a record deal America, I might get me wrong to try. But when I was in my 20s, if you know to try to like Losi Levan with Beyonce and Jill Scott in the Ari came not get a record deal, and the same thing to always come across all the time. To always be along me, how bad do you want it?
Okay.
That's a question that might be like, how bad do you want
in
it?
America?
Yes. And how bad do you want it? Meaning pe kilo fẹ́ ṣe o fẹ́ ko ṣe gangbang le lórí àbí ṣe fẹ́ lọ ṣba ọ̀gá sùn ni.
What's gangbang?
Ṣé ẹ gbọ́ tape tó jáde pẹ̀lú
mi ò gbọ́ news
pẹ̀lú Mary Jane ni ton ṣe gamba tẹ́ pé àwọn ọkùnrin 6 7 8 9 gbogbo wọn máa bá sùn wọn máa tó train lórí ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ máa accept willingly ni o kì í ṣe pé bí a rape o kì í ṣe pé rape ni ilé àwa àṣetì a tọ̀ a come
ti Mary Jane
yà mí àtúwá àṣetì a náà come ó dẹ̀ máa wà ń bẹ gbogbo máa wà ń bẹ bó ṣe bí kan ṣe ń ṣe lẹ́yìn kan lè máa ṣe wájú or bí kan ṣe ń ṣe lẹ́yìn ó lè máa mú nǹkan ṣe mọ̀ it's like 4 on 1 5 on 1 6 on 1, and that was her rite of passage into the music industry. And this is something that I have been offered. There was a time tí mo bá wọn mi fẹ́ sọ àbíṣẹ́kẹ́ sọ ni àwọn Sony Music ní US àwọn Universal tí mo bá wọn sọ ní ò parọ́ náà tó fẹ́ sign me, and they ask you how bad do you want it? Do you want it that bad? That concept of pé you sell your soul to the devil, are very real both in America and in Nigeria. But at that time, Shamo Kosento Soro Nipa around combined. It was 2014, 2013, 2014. Kosento Soro Nipa PDD, sell your soul to the devil and come and do rite of passage, go through this gateway, go through these gatekeepers to get into the music industry. Nobody was talking about that back then. It's like everything man seemed innocent. That is just based on merit and talent alone. Whereas, as a woman in Nigeria, and I still have inclination, and based on the Kotimangbo, it still goes on. It's like you have to sell your soul to the devil. That to gain access. And these gatekeepers, if you're a woman, and one gatekeepers one ni jẹ́ your gbádùn, one láti sample le, one láti sample, and the worst thing is that Thomas sample le ton my best, my pass it around in from guy to guy to guy. And one thing Timo saw, and I'm going to probably say this in English because so that I can better express myself, is that I said to myself that okay, if I want to say I'm not a saint. I'm a Christian. I'm a child of God. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and personal Savior. I've been born again. I go to church. I worship God. However, I'm also a realist. So I'm not a saint. I believe that sometimes in life you have to do what we got to do to survive. So I'm like, okay, to my first soul my soul to the devil. I can negotiate with okay, my first soul my soul to the devil. If I sell myself to an American devil in America, at least it's gonna serve me my fame and fortune on a silver platter. It will serve it to me so beautifully. That fame and fortune will be so grand. My popular, my trend, my whole Instagram, my follower. People will be like, oh, Janeliasoul. I'll be like all over the place. And I will get you, and the devil will eat my soul for dinner. But I guess what? I will have had my fame and fortune, right? But Naija devil. Don't fake sell your soul. Only just soul me talk about okay. So what happened when Koto Shele ni pe sori fame and fortune tí mo promise yẹn tó bá dọ̀la màá wò bí mo lè mú ṣe fún mi tí sure nípa ẹ̀ but whereas it already and your soul to the devil, and that was a dilemma I faced with the Nigerian devil, was that me ò trust Nigerian devil, me ò trust pé tí bá ti ta soul mi tán fún ẹ pé wà fún mi ní this fame and fortune, because I've saw scenarios, because ìgbà yẹn náà máa ń lọ sí industry night lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gbà yẹn ní wọ́n máa lọ sí kò sáà àwọn girls jẹ́ pé they were like tó kọ́ máa sọ stories wọn tó jẹ́ pé tó máa wọnú room báyìí it's like they just have this air around them tó jẹ́ pé all the men ìlàbẹ́ pé gbogbo wọn máa ṣe just pé girl yẹn mo ti bá sùn like they like you can just tell like there was this weird vibe tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa fi ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́. It's like bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé girl yẹn was like nothing, like bí àkísà or something, gbogbo wọn máa break pé that girl whatever. So girl yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ ń there's actually this particular girl tó wá sí mind me. I can still see her face but mi ò rántí orúkọ ẹ̀ dáadáa. So girl yes, like she was one of those people tepo no ó ṣe a lot of sexual favors ó bá yàn sùn láti get ahead ó bá yàn sùn ó ṣe oríṣiríṣi wọ́n pass it around mama pass it around wọn in hopes pé ó máa get lele ó máa get yẹn ó máa get this deal that deal this breakthrough, and at the end of the day nothing. She's just a pretty girl at industry nights looking beautiful, and all the men are like girl yeah. So I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So that was one scenario with that TV station. Yeah. Then another one, this is just a small story. Another one, most often I share shows, I share concerts. So I share actually TV station yìí wọ́n lo music video mi nínú wọ́n fi ṣe promo pé wọ́n ṣe concert. Àmì orin mi ò dẹ̀ tí sí wọn tí màá play lórí TV station wọn, so bí manager mi ṣe pè wọ́n níyẹn pé wà tẹ̀ ṣe ń lo music video ní tẹ̀ fi ṣe promo ẹ láti pè fún show yín nìyẹn, because it was a live concert and it was like not just Afrobeat but àwọn juju yẹn náà àwọn other artists náà wọ́n wà ń bẹ̀. Okay, they didn't know we were Nigeria, yeah. So manager mi ṣàlọ́ bá wọn pé okay ẹ láti jẹ́ kí artist kó wá perform nínú orí ticketing because ẹ ti fi ṣe promo. So lo and behold, I was able to now get on their tickets, on their performance.
Unpaid though.
Was it paid?
Yeah.
Was it? I think, yeah, manager may negotiate. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of money, but one negotiate, we can't get paid. Yeah, one can't get paid. So I want some for me and everything. Then some after the show, one of them organizers show ni. Osha and flirt pẹ̀lú mi. You know how as a woman, you know when a man is flirting with you. Osha and flirt pẹ̀lú mi, compliments, like too much compliments, excessive compliments. But Mosha and kind of try to, invade, kima dalon sha whatever. But why you want here? So all you're going to do is just sing. So you're just going to just come and sing. Just sing. So I'm like,
Can you expect?
I'm like, singer ni me. Let me pay all I'm going to do is just to come and sing. Like, oh yeah, I'm a singer. Like, what do you expect? I mean, what do you let you fake into shade you to sing, So it was basically bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, insinuate pé because ó ń try láti flirt pẹ̀lú mi and all that, mi ò dá lóhùn, mo ignore ẹ̀. So ó ní pé kí ni ẹ ṣáà bínú ṣá ló wá sọ pé so you're just going to come and sing, and ṣàmúrò àwọn kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, it puts this thing in your mind pé you're not enough. It's like talent mi ò tó, it's not enough, I have to do more. Then ṣe wá rí nǹkan tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ tá fi wá decide pé okay we are going to jack padà lọ sí US, so we are done with Nigeria. Ṣé at this point in time, this was like maybe almost a year. I rántí pé 2 Faces la wá, àwọn ọmọ àtọkọ mi ti kọ́kọ́ wá, but I have only been here for about a year at this point in time. So about a year tí mo ti débí báyìí, tí mo ti wà Nigeria, tí mo fi padà wá, at this point in time àti exhaust gbogbo promo budget, àti exhaust ẹ̀, àti ṣe tó máa sọ pé èèyàn ṣe interview upon interview, promo upon promo. Gbà yẹn náà a máa ń sọ fún àwọn DJs láti play orin wa ni. It's like téèyàn bá ní 20 DJs don't play orin lórí 20 radio stations, you have to play all of them, you have to pay all of them láti máa play orin fún ẹ. Like back, I don't know how it is now, but bó ṣe rí nígbà yẹn nìyẹn. So at this point in time àti exhaust the promo budget, àti ṣe wàhálà, àti ìtẹ́bá ti ẹ̀mọ àwọn risky situations a máa ń fẹ́ra wa sí tẹ́ pé on the name of pé ká ṣáà promote music ṣá. So at this point I was like, wọ́n lọ́ọ̀ máa fún mi breakthrough, and lo and behold there was this company, it's like one of the biggest telecommunication company ní Nigeria. Wọ́n ṣàrí mi tí mo ti ń perform nígbà wọn lẹ́yìn pé mo lè perform ní ojúde ọba níjẹ̀bú bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ti rí mi. So wọ́n ní pé àìwọ girl yìí àwọn àmà láìké ẹ̀ pé a lè sign ẹ̀ sí endorsement deal, and the endorsement deal tó ń sọ yìí is like millions of naira. Like I don't know, I don't remember the figures, maybe like 20 million. Just, it was like a lot of money, even in dollars back then. So I was like, pé àwọn company first sign me, so I was so happy. So as a Christian, you know the Bible says your talent shall make way for you. So mo fi pé this is it, pé mo ti àti ṣiṣẹ́ àti work hard for the past 1 year, àti hustle àti I shoot a music video méjì. As a matter of fact, the two music videos tí mo shoot was shot here in Nigeria. Sorry, one of it was shot in Nigeria, but the 2 songs they were produced in Nigeria. Normally Okamile máa bá mi produce, but we produce it here. Àti ṣe wàhálà àti ṣiṣẹ́, so mo feel pé àsìkò ti tó ká máa jèrè. So I felt so good, I felt so liberated pé thank God the hustle ti pay off. So nǹkan tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé manager mi at the time, they were now supposed to have a final meeting. So final meeting yìí náà ti máa wá decide pé okay èló ni èló la fẹ́ sign fún, what are the terms of the contract because wọ́n sọ pé rostown tí mo ní ipe ó máa dá fáwọn corporate shows, wọ́n làwọn máa ṣe corporate shows pé kì í ṣe àwọn rowdy ones, wọ́n máa fi mí sí àwọn tẹ́tẹ́ kánípọ̀ wọ́n ní like be dinner or whatever. They have like lots of corporate shows, so they said that when they sign me on, I'll be an ambassador for product to wọn when they ti máa ṣe àwọn corporate shows, and all of it was ó wà encompassing nínú deal yẹn. So this final meeting, wà ló yẹ kí àti get gbogbo àwọn terms yẹn. So as a matter of fact, ó yẹ kí manager mi mú paperwork àwọn contract yẹn wá kó mú wá, so that I'll need to look over ká dẹ̀ sign. So pé Ìbàdàn ládé wa, so àwa ládé òun pé okay tó bá ti di ọjọ́ báyìí wọlé bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ bá wọn ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, a máa pàdé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, then a máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ máa fún wa ní the final word as to what the final word is, and here the paperwork signed, everybody's happy. So àti mo aṣá pàdé manager mi at the time, ṣá pàdé ẹ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, a lọ síkọ̀ a lọ pàdé ẹ̀. So I was all giggly like no kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kí náà sọ. So wọ́n tó wá yá mo ṣáà rí pé demeanor bó ṣáà ṣe ń hùwà ó wà kò ṣáà yà mọ́ mi ṣá, ó ṣáà ń ṣe bákan wọ́n pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọ́n wá ní madam pé wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Ó ní madam, ó ní everything went well pé àwọn people yẹn like mi gan, pé wọ́n ti ready láti sign me like yesterday, pé they ready to sign me, pé everything lọ dáadáa, pé ṣùgbọ́n kankan ló wá ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Nígbà tó ń fẹ́ máa lọ pé ẹni tó wà the gatekeeper, once again the gatekeeper, ó bèèrè lọ́wọ́ pé pé okay àti finalize deal tán báyìí pé when you go bring her make her fire am. When you go bring her make her fire am.
When you go bring her.
When
you go bring her.
Okay,
pé ìgbà ọ̀nà máa gbé ẹ̀yìn wa.
Make you fire me.
Oh, fire yín.
Ẹ máa gbọ́. So I was so freaking naive, right? So I was like, fire me? Like, He hasn't even hired me yet. Why does he want to fire me? Because we will get there.
Hire.
No,
fire after
no, US fire. Terminate your only fire.
Only when you hire and fire.
So he hasn't hired me. Why does he want to fire me? Only pay madam. No be that kind of fire. What kind of fire? Only now fire down below. So can you man sue me? Work hard. Is I just felt like when I came to Nigeria, I felt like I could not reach. It's like I could not reach for the stars. It's like whenever I want to work hard to get to like the next level, like something was always like, no, you ain't gonna go up. You're gonna stay down here. There was always like this big obstacle that was beyond me. And one thing I know about my God is that He said He will not tempt me beyond what I can handle. So there was always this thing. I'm like, but God, you already know that I can't. This is not something I'm willing to do. Like I'm married. Like Mofilpe, at the end of my life, to face God on Judgment Day. Okay, what is my excuse? Can you excuse me? Before we came here, we had properties. We had 2 houses before we came here.
In Nigeria?
No, in the US. Before we moved down, okay. We have crypto investments. We're okay. I'm fine. Like your Jewa, we are fine. And we have kids. I have a happy home. I love my boo. So I'm like, what am I going to tell God that, okay, God, and the reason why I want to sell soul, and why? What? I was looking for fame and fortune. Most girls, they were privileged. In Nigeria, economically, I need a lot of civil unrest, economic unrest, security unrest, financial unrest. We have a lot of issues in Nigeria. So, talk to young girl about what? Take up any choice, take up any option. I can understand why a young lady would decide to do that, would decide to go and sleep with that, TV station guy. I pass her no judgment. Like, sis, go ahead, do what you gotta do, sis.
Because
like,
commitment
anybody. So do what you gotta do. Then to Buffalo, what because that's like, all you're gonna do is just sing. Do what you gotta do. Let's get to the next gig. Then to for funny, endorsement deal, 20 freaking million naira. Then there's a bad gatekeeper, me look console. Sis, do what you gotta do.
Since there is no commitment.
There's no commitment. Single because I'm telling on record, I give it away anyway. Why give it away for free? I'm like, okay, sis, do you. Boy, me, Moloko, Okomi is good to me. I have children, we are fine. So kinimo, baka kinimo wa. So at this point in time, I was like, you know what?
And it's not that you needed the money badly.
No, not really. It was just like, that concept of working hard and reaping the fruits of your labor. I just wanted to reap the fruits of my labor. That's all I want. I just truly wanted to reap the fruits of my labor, because at this point in time, when you talk about labor, my husband was laboring like a year before I even came back to come here after I resigned my job. Like maybe 6 months, but I think it was about 6 months, yeah. And I have been laboring for 1 year, pushing these songs, doing interviews, putting a life on. There was a time that she interviewed that only come to take away all your one situation here. That one Robert's first up like at a labor in terms of your labor. That's if you push something, and I just wanted to freaking reap the fruits of my labor. That's all I wanted, and I had to now become Aristo's girl to reap the fruit of my labor. And I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
From your experience, she Ellie saw we pay gbogbo all ti one day zenith
pinnacle, yeah.
Yes, of cause of pay this creative theater kinikan
right.
Want to show nǹkan pẹ̀lú experience.
Mo fi pé máa ń pọ̀ jura wọn lọ, but yes, ẹni tó bá sọ pé òun ò so nǹkan kan rán ló ń pa fún yín, I'm sorry. But the question is, how much and how far are you ready to go? Okay. And who are you sowing it to? Mo fi pé there's àwọn jẹ́ kí n lo àwọn prostitutes America. I don't know about the ones here, but àwọn prostitutes America, for instance, àwọn 2 categories, most of them are falsy. Well, àwọn free agents, they come and do their own thing. Come and shade them, they want the pimp. But while I'm going to come and pimp, Sherry pimp here, only mama gbé wọn lọ sọ́dọ̀ ọkùnrin, mama make sure wọ́n get the customers. But guess what? Pimp here not to my fair one no. That, as a matter of fact, some of them are even married to their pimps. And guess what? People have to make sure they're safe, they're protected. So in that scenario, one call they sell someone to just that one pimp in terms of and to that major big exchange to make sure that they're fine, they're safe, they're getting their money. But then I want free agents, no. As a matter of fact, for example, be a Tony Pimp will sing. But just once a day, Nicolo Manche, well, just one guy a day. But guess what? It 5 guys a day. Only much more money, much only security, only even going insurance. My phone insurance going by me.
I don't know what registered. America.
Yes, someone insurance. Because but people register LLC. They want to register LLC. You can go and buy insurance for your staff, and you are there for our prostitutes and not insurance. Yeah. All you have to do is form an LLC.
Fine.
Google it, you just form an LLC and you can have access to all kinds of insurance policies, and you just put people under you. I guess I want staff.
But your prostitution show are legal in America.
In some states it is, in some states it's not.
America
yeah,
anyway,
states, yeah. So
but now sometimes Ali turntable yẹn báyìí. Láti ọ̀dọ̀ ọkùnrin wọ́n sọ pé tí obìnrin táwọn ò bá ní grip lórí obìnrin because kò lè jẹ́ one off ipe he wants to fire a lady kò lè jẹ́ one off once tó bá ti fire lẹ́ẹ̀kan
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
òun ló máa control ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, I've seen it happen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because only right to that woman. I mean, right might not be the right word to use. Only gatekeeper of that woman. Only entrance into this world. So my entitlement over how my feel if not because of me, you won't be here. So a lot of times our women were indebted to these people to serve as their gatekeepers because
Alaja Salawa Beni.
Excuse me.
Story go round. She was young.
Okay.
And she got married at that very young age too. Ẹnìkan tí tó market iṣẹ́ wọn.
Okay.
Ó jẹ́ distributor.
Okay.
Later wọ́n tún bọ́ sọ́wọ́ another musician.
Yeah.
In a way.
Pass around the
yeah, in a way. And irú nǹkan báyìí lójú àwọn obìnrin rí. Wọ́n làwọn kan tó máa ń ọmọ obìnrin tó bá ní talent wọn ò ní ever encourage
láti ṣe
because àwọn ìkòkò ló wà ń ta.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọn ò fẹ́ wọn ò kíá nípa talent yẹn. Nǹkan tí àwọn fẹ́ achieve yẹn wọn náà fẹ́ achieve wọn yẹn ti jẹ tán wọn á push ẹ̀ dànù yẹn á tún bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ẹlòmíì. And Whitney Houston taba wo story ẹ̀ bákan a lè relate ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú because like be drug ni gbogbo wa rí kíní ẹ̀dẹ̀ nìyí drug yẹn náà ó wà lára àwọn
coffee man control
yes coffee man control control ni drug yẹn máa ń jẹ́ so that wọ́n máa ń láti máa padà wá fún kíní ẹ̀ mo fi pọ̀ wà Nàìjíríà yìí náà.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's funny because ìgbà tí mo padà lọ sí US tajà padà lọ sí US ìgbà yẹn story tí wàá sábòjò tí break nípa aṣáárántí ikọ̀ tí tí bí so fi tán fi publicize ìgbà yẹn kò tí break so ìgbà tí mo ṣáà sọ story kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa Nigeria because everybody was asking níbo gan níbi iṣẹ́ mi ẹ̀gán sógun ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ kúrò níbi iṣẹ́ mi ní US ẹ̀rọ tí mo sọ pé mo lọ tender resignation mi ò sọ fún wọn àwọn family mi sọ pé kò sọ fún wọn pé my father died, I want to go and do funeral. I was like no, I'm going to be honest because me, I'm a very transparent person. I'm like I'm going to Nigeria to pursue my music career. Jẹ́ kó mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pé mo lọ pursue music career mi ní Nigeria ni o because mo ní opportunity wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé kí n máa lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n títọ́ ga mi sọ fún mi my old manager ó sọ fún mi pé if it doesn't work out pé tí music yóò bá láàbì tí mi bá ṣe dáadáa ní music pé I can always come back. So gbà tí mo wá padà dé US everybody wanted to know like what happened kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ and I had like Nigerian friends like Nigerian co-workers at my job because field star were IT àwọn Naija pọ̀ ń bẹ gan so everybody was like kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ so mo ṣáà sọ story àwọn oríṣiríṣi kan ló ṣẹlẹ̀ but I just decided to tell you 3 mo ṣáà sọ gbogbo experience ta ní ṣá fún àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi àwọn co-workers mi that are Nigerians ẹ lè bí pé wọn believe me ṣá wọn rẹ pé bí àwọn exaggerate ni
wọ́n àwọn kan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀
wọn believe me wọ́n ní pé no. I'm like, yes. Well, they did not believe me. Then Kote Miropoto 6 months later, when the story Tiwa Savage break. And I believe like one of them called me, like the date story break that was all over the internet. Oh, I put me Janelio, my son, no. With this kind of stuff that happens. Oh, my son, no. This is what you experience in Nigeria. I was like, yeah. This is what happens. They want to turn us into prostitutes, you know. And more feel unfortunate because I need a lot to contribute to society, and our talent should be enough. But I'm born seeing, because I was in Nigeria, I route through Dubai. We came through Dubai. Our pilot was a woman. We had a woman pilot. You know, a woman pilot.
So she Nigerian, yeah?
No, not Nigerian, yeah. She looked Arabian. But we had a female pilot, and women are doing amazing things all over the world. Like, so unfortunate you see a talent, to feel any talent, and you now want to now reduce them to
prostitution.
Very, very, very unfortunate.
Now, so if that happens in music, Kilo Machele in politics, when are we likely to have? Anyway, me if a Kiyomu Omi, we're very careful.
Very.
Because nígbà tí ẹ sọ fún a female artist pé àti tó bá tó fẹ̀yìn lẹ̀ kẹ́ fire kẹ́ tó allow ẹ̀ kó wá sign sí record label or kẹ́ tó promote ẹ̀. Tí obìnrin bá jáde pé wọ́n fẹ́ di governor àbí ó fẹ́ lọ fún presidency ó mìíràn pé ẹ ti fire ju ewé kò ní ráyè gbọ́ tara tẹ̀ gan nígbà tó bá tẹ bá gbé débẹ̀ tán then èyí náà lè máa mú remote ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ tẹ máa control ẹ̀ tí ó dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀.
That's how it is.
And Shina Peter, as they're calling, only give women a chance. Yeah. But we are not really giving women chances.
We're not. We need to do better. I need lati ṣàtúnṣe.
But mo sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà pé table man tán. Àwọn obìnrin kan náà wà tó wọ́n sọ pé tí ọkùnrin náà bá ṣe nǹkan tí àwọn fẹ́ kó ṣe àwọn náà ò ní fún ní chance. Ẹ mọ̀ pé yẹn náà tún wà. Ó ṣẹlẹ̀ dáadáa. Ẹ ṣe àwọn pé tí obìnrin náà yẹn máa sọ.
But it's a man's world. How do you even say that Yoruba? Are you ọkùnrin ni?
All right. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ nípa music yìí.
Okay.
How many songs lẹ ti ṣe?
Well, Timothy release officially. Lórí Spotify right now, mo ní 4 songs. Mo ti release several albums. Kataman share as indie artist, independent artist. Ni pé I need this thing. I'm not release sorry into the black market, so to speak. But I'm not release CDs. So I share album. Cut there be 5,000 copies. And tabatin lossy shows. Tabatin share festivals, jazz clubs, concert series. I'm CDs were. So that's what I focused on. Because independent artists me sign for label. As a matter of fact, my own company, which is also Janeliasoul,
which is a record label. Its own.
My own record label. It's actually called Janeliasoul LLC. Okay. It's an LLC.
What is LLC?
Limited Liability Company. Yeah, okay. In the US. So everything is in house. Like all come only producer me. Ilewa, we have a 5-bedroom house and a huge basement. Our whole basement is a studio. Our Laman share recordings for our Laman release for our Amanta our music one show. So I have a whole bunch of CDs, albums. I have the very very first one, Timoshe, only I'll Be Waiting. Yeah. They had like about 9 songs. The Lenya I'll Be Waiting. I did
style only I'll Be Waiting. Yeah.
Like soul. Afro soul, Afro soul, Afro soul to the trend. Like a band where is 20 years old. I have a 21-year-old son. Okay. No, sorry, our band is 22 years old actually. Because I found band where before born me. So our band is 22 years old, yeah. So it's Afro soul, which is like we R&B to mix more. I want to be like only continue to popular. Even gone Ibadan, love song in Yoruba. More back on Geshila. So mo take love song. Actually mo compose orin for me. Mo wa lo kan àwọn orin bílẹ̀ tí mo kọ kékeré pàtó mo ba don mi báyìí. Mo sha mix e mo orin yẹn sha. Okay. And that song did really for independent project. That was actually the first song tí mo digitize. So je pé mo gbé sórí YouTube. It was my first song on YouTube. It was my first song on like Spotify. most of my albums, man, she will come out, but my print like 5,000 CDs. My name shows me.
In America.
In America. That's all I've been doing. Up until like streaming what get really popular. Or I kind of put a dent on our artists, but the independent artists, because we always relied on selling CDs at shows, doing merchandise. Merchandising is big for independent artists. Not only merchandising, not only CDs. I'm at t-shirts. No, I'm at that one. Just like like merch. We just call them merch. Face cap, pens, just anything with our logos on it. And so going back to your question, how many albums? So first it was I'll Be Waiting. And then it was, and then I released Love Song in Yoruba, which is that song that I just told you about as a single. The Leng by Moshe Triumph. The Leng by Moshe Self-Affirmation Project. I'm an African. How can I forget I'm an African? The Leng by Moshe. This song, oh my gosh, I love the song so much. Coco.
Okay.
Ori Coco yeah.
Any views on YouTube?
Only like about, for indie artists, yeah, like about 25,000 views. Not that many. Not like Burna Boy's music video. But it's like the most, like the money making song meaning, yeah. Because mo get the brand new to me. I think by Nigerian. Tough fire me to read. Wari brand new. In America, there's this company called Santa Barbara Chocolate. So and the funny thing is that enter sign me or Morosha new. This song is in Yoruba. The whole song is Yoruba. I beto be coco loco coco. It's a whole Yoruba song, but the chorus, which is I think is a money maker. All I'm saying is coco hey coco. The whole chorus is coco coco coco.
Okay, so coco hey
so, yeah coco yeah. But to coco by you to coco yeah. But I want that song. Okay. So Rihanna Finchel Afemanche UGC. It's called user generated content. Remember when she UGC, their man lo just like let's run Facebook ads, like I campaign one, like video Timothy sorrow nipa chocolate. When she mobile companies she man run ads lori social media. One lo like a video. So I'm basically their brand ambassador basically. Okay. And then they signed me. They also sponsored the behind the scenes for that song Coco yeah. So that Coco is like my. I'm trying to duplicate that song, which is why Timowa share this new song, because there's another company to approach me. Like all I have to do is Kisha saw Timo saw chicken in way.
Okay.
And everybody knows me pay Afrocentric music, Momanche. So I wrote it. I have to say chicken in a song. I have just the medicine for that. So I just share this new song Timo she called Ibadan, and the chorus is like Ibadan ni mo dagba si chicken mojelano jare ero chicken mojelano, but I didn't say like chicken, I said chicken.
Okay.
So that one too is probably going to be, well, not probably, it's going to lead to another brand and endorsement deal
that already.
Yeah, it's in the works.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the works. Yeah.
Okay.
And I also have I have contact with, there's this new, can I plug something here? Shimoli plug and call me by.
Yeah.
Okay. There's a new app Don't Jade. The Spotify scene. Spotify only pays like 0.003 cents per stream, which is rip-off to artists. But there's this new platform. Tepe is actually in beta right now. It's called Rebo Music.
Okay.
So Rebo Music, what is absolutely so beautiful, Timo, I thank God for something like this existing, is that it's only for independent music. Independent music, that's it. They don't want
any labels.
Nope. Okay. They don't want anybody that's signed to a major label. They don't want you. If you're a big artist, we don't want you.
Okay.
We only want indie artists, up and coming artists. And this and ni platform me I don't know how it got man. And they're looking for Afrobeat artists. They have like a lot of European rock. They have like a lot of like foreign music, but one enough African music. So this is my effort to try to get them more Afro music. And the beautiful thing about it is that the guy actually is a film house. It's a money film company. So it's a win-win situation, because town films by tomorrow release sorry. We want to get a licensing.
Yeah.
If you go to like a big artist, Beyonce, licensing woman won't go. If you want to use a Beyonce song in your movie, you're probably going to be looking at millions of dollars, because it's Beyonce. But if it's like someone like me, just give me 10K, 20K, I'm happy.
Naira.
No, dollars.
Oh, okay. Dollars.
Because independent artists need me. So raw artists buy Oriwa Mama really appreciate it because okay, and it's just as good, if not even better.
Yeah.
And another thing is that there was even once she study once she US study so much. Once she study, one realize me, Toma Lo hit music, or to popular gone in the movies. Compared to Toma Lo, orin tẹ́ popular orin àwa báyìí. Sherry orin tí tó jẹ́ pé ó popular yẹn, wọ́n sọ pé take away from the scene. It's like because the song is so well known.
Attention are divided.
Yeah, it's like you always like you whatever is going on in that scene. Like the studies showed that people don't always remember because like your mind goes to the song. But if you use a song like mine, like Coco, the Coco has like what? Maybe like 10,000 streams on Spotify. It's not a popular song. But if you use it in your song, your movie, nobody really knows it, so you can focus on the scene. So around companies they look for independent artists, Latin low music one. And the top bear Ribo Music is a film house, and they have like their own everything. So they're looking for independent artists to use on their movies and give opportunities. They have a booking agency, they have an artist development agency, they have label services, they have all kinds of opportunities for independent artists, and it's only for independent music. Which is, I think that somebody should have thought about this a long time ago.
Yeah.
So maybe do pay and what in support
what they fair already like to watch Nigeria, that's why more independent artists.
Well, everything is digital right now. Because the only thing is that platform one will only be available in the US to start. When you can first roll out in the US, then talk about the share one is sequence because one more Afrobeat not team pop all over the world. So they have like US, Canada, Europe, then Africa. Africa is like maybe the 5th on the list, but they're going to do like a gradual rollout. That is availability, like where the application are available. Okay. However, they still want all of those genres, like Afrobeat, they still want it on their platform, even though they're rolling out in America. Nigerians are America. So Tia launch in the US. Nigerian, I'm sure Nigerians will probably money high percentage and want to download app here. One fair listen to Afrobeat now, even though America no. So they still want it fair. Our Afro bands, even though we see Nigeria as of now, once she fair our Afro bands at our Afro musicians, so that our Afro bands, the one in diaspora, Afro fans, the one in diaspora, they can still be hearing those kind of music on their platform. So it's a very, really amazing project. I'm so proud to be a part of it.
Now, in America, how easy ni fun artists láti rí publicity irú ti Nigeria ẹ mọ̀ pé níbí àníyàn TV channels lóríṣiríṣi they are ní àwọn TSOS dáàdì ti ṣiṣẹ́ àti bẹ́ẹ̀ ní America ṣé TV stations pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà àbí gbogbo.
But ṣe mọ̀ pé the world ti ń change sí now everybody even our labels everybody TikTok àti social media everybody knows.
Ebi tí mò ń lọ nìyẹn.
Yeah social take over the world. As a matter of fact I saw this documentary tó ń sọ àwọn big labels wọ́n pe meeting wọ́n bá àwọn signing wọ́n tó ti sign huge record labels. I mean huge record deals tó ti fún ní record deal tẹ́ pé like worth millions of dollars. Wọ́n sọ fún àwọn artists yẹn pé àwọn fẹ́ kọ́ máa jọ irú àwọn artists báyìí pé because irú àwọn artists báyìí a máa hustle we know how to a máa hustle a máa create like a máa release orin kan báyìí create content be like I don't know 50 content Instagram posts láti support the album
yẹn to promote that particular song.
And the beautiful thing about it is that think about boost post tí bá kọ ju kankan sórí Instagram right now minimum 1,000 engagement free promo and these are people that won't like orin me these are mostly my followers so it's like free publicity but if I want to take it to the next level while they run ads on it and labels are doing exactly just that but they're doing it on the larger scale. But in terms of answering your question precisely, I want MTV, I want TV stations here in the US, BET. A lot of them know more money slots available for promo for artists, but then a lot of times I want labels in Mara Sports here. Okay. So only I want top artists. I want level on Beyonce, Konkombe, the Marine Ori.
But gatekeeper man, no.
Oh, everywhere ni.
Everywhere,
yeah. The only thing is that about any pimp, you know, pimp. My make sure my route there to where. Who to do, who not to do. So you might not have to do like 100 people, you might only have to do like 20 people.
20 or 4. Yeah. All right, so we have fi YouTube, kí lorúkọ channel yín àbí táwọn ìwà fẹ́ check yín out.
Janeliasoul.
Jane.
Jane. It's very easy. Like Jane. Everybody knows how to spell Jane. Yeah. Then Lia.
Okay, Janelia.
Then soul, like art and soul.
Okay.
So Jane, Lia, soul. But I call it Janeliasoul.
Okay. Facebook.
Everything. Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, even TikTok, Twitter. And my website is also Janeliasoul. I have 2 websites. You can, because I want to share merch. So artist website means janeliasoul.com. The merch store, Manta waist beads. I want albums me. I want African. I want to buy Manta. Yes, janeliasoul.store.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you play any instrument?
My voice is my instrument.
Wow. It's a ready question. Answer. It's more. Come on, be real.
Yes.
Okay. Instruments, no ni.
Yeah.
Boy, it's ilu rara. Fun wa lórí show you.
I can call my money making song for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Àgbẹ̀ tó gbin kòkó lóko kòkó. Àgbẹ̀ tó gbin kòkó òun ló máa ká. Àgbẹ̀ tó gbin kòkó lóko kòkó. Tàgbẹ̀ bá gbin kòkó tán o òun ló máa ká. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi hàn máráyé pa wá ní bàbá. Ẹni bá ṣe mẹ́lẹ̀ ṣóun ló máa ká. Ọ̀rọ̀ màrè o. Ọ̀rọ̀ màrè.
Mother sign you.
I've assigned me. But she will need not to fire me.
No, ọmọ Ọlọ́run la wa.
Ọmọ Ọlọ́run lẹ́yìn.
Àwọn kì í ṣe.
Ẹ̀yin ò ṣe firing.
Kì í ṣe firing.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
But kini ẹ wà everywhere.
I know.
In schools, universities, college of education, wà everywhere. Gba mi ò kí mọ̀ yàtọ̀ láàrin good àti evil. Torí ó dà pé evil yẹn la máa ń ó ti di náà.
Yeah. Ẹ jẹ́ sọ fún yín ìgbà tí táwa Nigeria 10 years ago mo wá ń fẹjọ́ àwọn industry people mo fi ń sọ àwọn backup singers mi nǹkan kan àwọn tó ṣàwà láàárọ̀ mi around that time. Mo ní pé these Nigerians kíkan they all just want to just sleep with you. Everything is come and see me in my office, come and spend weekend with me. Wọ́n ní Janelia ló ń ṣe é náà. Òbò kamita ló ń ṣe é.
Kò kí n rí.
Ló ń ṣe é ló kamita kí ló ń ṣe é lọ ṣe kó tó ní ṣe kó kúrò mẹ́rin. I was like morogo. And everybody was telling me this. Everybody.
So it's a norm.
It's a norm. It's a norm. And like I said, it's not because I'm like this saint. It's just that for me, I don't have an excuse to do it. I mean, no reason, no excuse láti ṣe. You be more desperate. I mean, other than just trying to reap the fruits of my labor, at least gbogbo ṣẹ́ ta ṣe gbogbo owó ta knock at reap something out of it. But me wa okay, so I'm like, no, mi ò ní láti ṣe. And funny enough, ìgbà yẹn, funny for some crazy reason, gbogbo kini ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí àwọn tá ń go through all this hard time, tá ń try to figure out what we're going to do. Ìgbà yẹn ni old boss mi níbi iṣẹ́ mi tí mo fi sílẹ̀, ó kàn dédé bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa blow fún mi pé kí n jọ pé ẹnìkan team member kan leave. Ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé mo sọ pé I could come back. Ó mọ̀ pé there was a possibility. Wọ́n ní pé how are things? Pé do I want to come back? You know, they have a position for you. You can come right back and start tomorrow. So nǹkan tá a ṣàrò ní ẹṣẹ́ pé okay, you know what? Nigeria ò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ní pé máa work out o, and my old bosses said that tí bá délé ní máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ lọ́la. Well, let's just go back jàre. Bá a ṣe já padà lọ sí.
But nsìn 2024 tẹ́ bá rí record label tó ready láti sign ní.
Yeah.
Endorsement ọjọ́ sí tó ń fẹ́ fún yín tó dẹ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ ready láti padà wá pẹ̀lú ọkọ yín àtàwọn ọmọ yín?
Tí bá ti bọ̀ firing.
No, kò ní sí firing bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ padà wá dé àwọn máa gbé ní Nigeria.
Yeah, I love it here. This is home. Wọ́n fẹ́ fi stress pa wá ní US.
Stress wà ń bí. Okay, stress wà lọ. Stress wà ń bí náà.
But stress yẹn yàtọ̀. Stress US ó máa ń wọnú egun, máa ń wọnú your whole being.
Stress tó dáa ní ẹ̀ 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 ṣe fine. Àwọn stress tó lálùbáríkà ni.
Cream la fi gbé àti makeup. Cream àti makeup la fi gbé.
So
like the kind of stress
one
that you won't be able to just relax. Like you won't be able to sleep at night. Like that kind of stress. Like you will just be like your mind is constantly racing. Like there's no cozy vacation. There's no peace. it's like ongoing. But I think my one labor, mama, be more one labor. My whole mind is about our documentation to money that is share, our technical specs. It's like your mind is constantly at work. Like you're constantly working. You never get off of work.
It be better.
Yeah, because Mofik baby by how can I me what be my sorry about, but like there's always a distinction. Like when you're working, you're working. When you're home with your family, you're playing. Nigerians know how to enjoy life, man. When it's time for 5G, like all you're thinking about is 5G. You're not thinking about some stupid RFP document you have to document because you're enjoying life. You're enjoying that moment. So distinction, man, what? Like everything is compartmentalized in Nigeria. Like you can move from one aspect of your life to another. Even though life is stressful, yeah. Even though Kosovo, but whatever. But look Kosovo, you know, everybody. I'm gonna tell you about Jaye. They're present. You know how they say in America, be present. They are one bad one, like more enjoy your life, like that moment. But America, you can be in a well, so for you how many times one like exclusive, like 5-star, location, hotel. Take one shake conference. If you physically see me, I seem so happy. But I want take one low cocktails everywhere. Music is banging, the club is nice. But inside my mind, inside of this being, I can't really enjoy everything around me. Why? Because that stress is like embedded. Because you can't really be in the moment. You can't really be present. Because there's a whole lot of things to worry about. There's bills to worry about. There's your kids to worry about. There's your job to worry about. There's a whole bunch of insurance. All kinds of things to worry about. So you're never really present to enjoy that. And that's why you see people like, because you want to run home to come and get some free, enjoyment here, catch some enjoyment in Nigeria. Because it goes to stress.
Check him up.
On that level.
Check him up.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, how are you? Zero worry, Lawa.
Thank you.
Lẹ́yìn pé kò sí ná, ipò la máa lò.
They're trivial things.
Lẹ́yìn pé ojú ọ̀nà wa ò dá gbogbo àwọn time. Kí ló tún kù náà?
I know.
Lẹ́yìn pé owó yẹn lè má sí.
Ó lè má sí.
Lẹ́yìn pé zero worries.
Not much, right? Yeah.
Lẹ́yìn pé bad governance.
Lẹ́yìn pé
leadership. No, zero worries.
Ó ti pọ̀.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was supposed to be a serious interview, but ẹ jẹ́ kó easy fún mi láti get your information at least nípa yín.
Yeah.
Daddy ńkọ́?
He passed.
When?
2009.
How old? No.
He was 71.
Àwọn kéré o.
Yeah, àwọn kéré. Àwọn ṣe young.
Kéré o.
Yeah.
Máa ṣe o.
Yeah.
Ọlọ́run á tẹ́ wọn sáfẹ́fẹ́ rere o.
Amen.
Ẹ̀yin ọmọ tí wọ́n fi sílẹ̀ ní díbàjẹ́ o.
Amen.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Amen.
Ta ni ọkọ yín? Ẹ kàn sọ ọkọ mi. Who is your ọkọ?
Ayẹkẹ ti mọ̀.
Àmì ìmọ̀ ọkọ yín o.
Controversial character bad. Ṣé kí n sọ?
Ẹ sọ.
Ọkọ mi is Fẹ́mi Sanya.
Okay.
That same controversial person tó tú àṣírí àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan àwọn bàbá wa kan nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, let me just put it that way. Yeah, so.
But mind mo tán ṣe ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn.
Because like he said,
ó wà
important kó inform our next generation. Because àwọn náà musicians làwọn ọmọ wa. So we're doing this, everything we do is to leave a legacy fáwọn ọmọ wa. So what's important láti pass information here so that we can learn from our mistakes. You learn from your mistakes and you try to do better. But about code everything in,
then all is well. It's like experience tẹ ní tẹ́ ẹ bá sọ àwọn obìnrin mi, àwọn ọmọ kékèké, àbáwọn parents mi tọmọ wọn fẹ́ wọnú industry.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Wọn ò ní mọ̀ pé irú nǹkan báyìí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú industry.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Meanwhile, díẹ̀ lẹ sọ ó deep jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, at least èmi mọ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
Mi fẹ́ ní yín lára mọ́.
Okay.
Ṣé lóòótọ́ ni Illuminati wà l'America?
Wow.
Kí ni Illuminati?
It's an organization tẹ́ yẹ pé àwọn the powers of the world. It's the spiritual thing, no? Because when God sent Lucifer, but Lucifer go against God, Ọlọ́run sent Lucifer down to this earth. Ọlọ́run ti fún Èṣù ní dominion ayé, Èṣù ló wà in charge of this world. And àwọn kan dé wà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n feel pé àwọn fẹ́ Èṣù làwọn fẹ́ sìn. because some thought process of our Illuminati will involve things like one belief we enlightenment actually the side of the Luciferian principle and the side of worship, because one feel alone or fe wa si ko fe ka spread out o fe wa si box o fe ka worship o fe ka ma she ka ma she holy, whereas one of the very fundamental principle àwọn Luciferian at àwọn Illuminati is pay do what thou wilt. Basically, you can do whatever you want to do. Just do whatever, go matter, whatever. So this world belongs to those people. It belongs to this Luciferians, belongs to this Illuminati. And if you're going to get ahead in this world, especially in like some certain areas like music, music, no. Lucifer was one of the choir directors in heaven. Yeah, based on, I think it's in the Bible actually. I think so, yeah. So he was one of the choir directors, but Allah was sending down. So that sharing music, yeah. Sharing music is a very spiritual thing, no. It's not just
music is my religion.
Yeah, it's a very spiritual thing. Like there are some chords that could play our chords for by it. Oma bring out some emotions.
Truth.
Like yeah. So it's a very spiritual thing. And music, yeah. On one control what ye like there's something called programming, there's something called I'm not in that zone, but anyway music one my instrument of man lot of control mind that when you like about the world as it is like 2014. If you go back 100 years from now ni Yoruba ma se pa yo ti laju, whereas laju, it's like we're getting the world closer and closer to Satanism. Like in talking shit like, homosexuality,
I was even coming to that. Can your opinion on lesbianism?
Mo feel for me it's not God's way. Me feel ati lesbianism ati is not God's way. And the reason why mo so be ni pe everybody but decide the pon fed the lesbian at gay ko aye ma pare now. Yeah, it's anti-nature, it's anti-God. Emi o support won. Emi o support won. Àwọn gbogbo àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ mi o support it because emi wo pé mo fi pé it's not that difficult. If you want to know what is godly, if you want to know what is good, just look at nature. It's not complicated. Just look at nature. Ṣé tó bá mú ọkùnrin méjì tó jọ wọ́n pọ̀ tó fi wọ́n ṣé wọ́n lè procreate. If there was two men left, just one man and one man left, like then I say go and repopulate the earth. She what along paira ti Noah to for me paira ti Noah ti family to preserve one. Can you go one corner ni one ko? Will we have repopulated the earth? No, it's anti-nature. So mo fi pe nkan ti ko ba ti wa in nature, ti ko ba ti wa and the agreement with nature is not godly. That's my principle. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody out there, but that's my principle and I stick to it 100%. So me subscribe to it, and like I have two sons and saying, imagine I want to see their wives, I want to see their children. All of my jet, all about I won't act according to nature. The one am I left with? You want me to party here? So it's like it's anti-nature. If it's anti-nature, it's anti-God.
I've been Motimba sister in Christ. Story or all of people are leaning on gidi. Sister in Christ, Sister Janelia Adeyinka Kini Yoruko McNeil Muchas Mokbe McNair Soya.
Yes.
Motimba soro late kon. Lessons one be ojobe awada ojobire, but lessons one be mo hope ke ma chance ti won je ke lo en mo pray pe Ọlọ́run je ke le lo.
Amen.
Ọlọ́run won ti won ba je ke gbera láti bi popular láti America o padà wá sí Nigeria. Èmi náà ṣiṣẹ́ pastor fún yín ni.
Amen.
Ẹ ṣé gan te wá láti orílẹ̀-èdè America.
Thank you.
Ba kí wọ́n bẹ̀ o.
Ajisho.
Dada la wa nbi o.
Yeah.
Zero stress.
Yes, zero stress. Nigeria all the way.